press conference that never ends. Now we're going to jump into a normal weekly press conference. I do want to thank the folks who are here for our more focused press conference. So good morning, thanks again for coming out. First, going to talk about Bombardier. So on Tuesday, I had the opportunity to meet and spend the evening with the CEO of Bombardier, who was in town for their big announcement. For anyone who missed it, Bombardier has designated Wichita as its U.S. headquarters with a new focus on defense, service, and expert flight testing. The company noted Wichita's deep-rooted history in aviation and tremendous growth opportunities in the maintenance, repair, and overhaul, or MROs, which is something we've been talking about quite a bit over the last few weeks, and defense sectors, as well as its strong and talented workforce. The announcement also included confirmation of an additional firm orders for Bombardier Global 6000 aircraft. This order is part of a potential $465 million contract with the U.S. Air Force Battlefield Airborne Communications Node, or BACN program. So we have some really good things happening on a horizon for Wichita. I believe they noted that immediately this will open up about 200 jobs right away, and we're hoping, of course, that as this grows, we can even get more jobs out of that. Next thing I'm going to discuss is that this past week we've read a proclamation for Arbor Day, recognizing the importance of community trees, and tomorrow is Earth Day, a time to think about the importance of environmental health and reminds us to think about ways to protect our planet. So if you want to help contribute to the environment well-being of our community, please register for our 2022 Ark River Cleanup. That is from 9 a.m. to noon on May 7th, and volunteers will meet in a parking lot at Waco and First Street. And again, this is for our river cleanup. Since 2002, the Ark River Cleanup has collected tons of litter from the Arkansas River each spring. Volunteers at the cleanup will receive an event bandana and a free lunch. Gloves and trash bags will be provided. If you can't volunteer this year, you can help contribute to environmental health in other ways, such as by signing up for our water rebate program, by installing low water use appliances. We just voted to fund that, I think, about 3 weeks ago for another year, or visiting beairawareKS.org to learn ways to help keep our city's air clean. And Megan can give you more details about our current air quality as she checks her app every 10 minutes. Next, we're going to talk about the NNO. We're excited to announce that the Neighborhood Night Out is Tuesday, August 9th. Again, Tuesday, August 9th. This is something that over the last couple of years, we haven't been able to really, I think, get to it as well as we have the years before because of COVID. But Neighborhood Night Out is an annual event that promotes neighborhood safety and combats crime by encouraging neighbors to get to know one another through neighborhood parties, picnics, cookouts, and other social gatherings over one designated evening. This is a much better way to get to know your neighbor than losing your dog in their yard. So neighborhoods applying street closures can also request free barricades. Materials to help neighborhoods plan their events and register are available at wichita.gov/NNO or call 268-4165 with questions. So we're hoping to have a lot of neighborhoods sign up. Be sure to register so the city reps from police and fire and myself and the council can go out and meet those in our district. So when you register, your event will be on our website so other people know about it as well, and then we can drop in and meet everyone. So I look forward to trying to make as many of these parties as possible and getting to meet folks in our community. Finally, I'd like to invite up Sean Jones with the Wichita Public Library. A little birdie told me about a great new addition to our Library of Things collection, and he is here to tell us more. I bet it has something to do with the bird because it's the type of puns that Megan slips in there. So go ahead, Sean.
We all know Megan loves her puns. All right, thank you, Mayor. The Library of Things keeps growing at the Wichita Public Library. Last year, we introduced this new collection of equipment you can borrow from the library for at-home use. These are non-traditional library materials like radon detectors, telescopes, internet bundles, and wireless hotspots. This week, we introduced 2 new materials. First, we introduced Finch Robots. The Finch Robot is a programmable robot that brings computer science to life by providing students from kindergarten to college a hands-on representation of the code that they use to make the robot move. These robots work with many different programming languages and come with extensive features. Second, we introduced anatomical models. We want to help create college and career-ready students. So if you're exploring a career in the medical field or simply want to learn more about the human body, you can now borrow anatomical models to study. The available models include the eye, ear, human brain, heart, and kidney. And more information about these and other Library of Things materials can be found at wichitalibrary.org/things. Thank you.
All right. With that, any questions? Normally this is the time where I make a joke or two, but I think we've been here for a while, so we might be done. All right, feel free to reach out to myself or to our communication department if there are any questions moving forward or if there's any information that we can help provide to you all. Thank you again for being here. Yes, sir. Yes.
Kansas is extremely low right now, and it's mainly because I believe they're working on the dam. Are there any options of including actual cleanup of the riverbed while it's that low in this cleanup day that's coming up?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I'm not sure exactly where the folks who are running this cleanup are going to be targeting people. I did this cleanup a few years back, and I remember that you kind of start off in one area and you just go where the litter takes you. So it won't surprise me if groups of people wind up maybe more into where the riverbed traditionally is. But again, it's really going to come down to the folks who organize this, if there's anything in particular that they want to clean up versus some other area. When I was doing the river cleanup a few years ago, we wound up we eventually started cleaning even the parking lots that we were parked in. Eventually you just get in that mindset of picking up any litter you see. So it'll be interesting, but it'll be also a good time. Again, this is a chance not just to get some community service hours in and beautify our river, but also to meet like-minded people who want to volunteer and participate and taking ownership of our city by cleaning up litter that might be blowing throughout. Anything else? Sweet.